Guys, what is up? Today we've got a really interesting product, something which I've never really encountered before, and now that I've started using it, I literally can't stop. So have you ever had a really good pair of headphones, which has the most amazing sound quality, and then you want to use those for gaming? Well, now you can, because basically what this thing allows you to do is to attach a microphone onto the headphone. Let's begin. So guys, this is the Modmic. It's by company Antlion, which have dabbled in accessories in the past, but I'd say this is probably their most significant contribution to the tech community. It attaches onto your headphones with an adhesive strip that's provided, and then there's built-in magnets which allow you to adjust the angle of the microphone. So when you're actually done using it, you can simply flick it into an upwards position and pretend it's not there. A thoughtful inclusion is a little clip that actually attaches the headphone cable to the microphone cable, basically just stops clutter. There's a nice bit of flex in the cable, and it does hold in place wherever you leave it, so you can fine-tune the angle that you want. While it's not really a complaint as such, I would say the cable is overly long. It's 3.3 meters, and so in most situations it's just going to be dangling all over the place, so you should probably get good at cable management. So this is me recording my voice with the Modmic, so you get a better idea of what to expect. Now bear in mind that for the rest of this video I was actually using the Rode NTG3, which alongside my amplifier ended up costing over £600, whereas this Modmic here costs $42, or $50 if you want the mute button included. The audio is omnidirectional, and background noise is reduced quite significantly. I'm actually standing right next to my window right now, so there is actually quite a lot of breeze and I can hear things going on outside, but you can't hear them so well at all, which is definitely a bonus point. So having a microphone like this is kind of like a double-edged blade. Not only does it mean you can actually now use any headphone in the world to actually play games with, but it also serves as a nice upgrade in your audio quality, because a lot of the built-in microphones in headsets right now, even gaming headsets, are just not very good in terms of the output sound quality, so this would actually upgrade them quite significantly. Whilst the end quality will depend on what input source you're using, generally speaking it's a really good microphone, especially for the price. In terms of the cable quality and the build quality, it's all really good stuff and I couldn't see it breaking anytime soon. However, it does look a little bit bland, but this brings me on to what the company have really done with the Modmic, and that's created flexibility, and a hell of a lot of it. This microphone, which doesn't require any external power, can be used for just about anything you'd want to use a microphone for. It attaches onto any type of headphone, even an earphone if you so wanted. It can be used in your camera, your MacBook, your PC. It works on macOS, on Windows. The long cable means you can use it near or far, and the bland design means that it doesn't really look out of place in any environment or headphone. Inside the box we have a protective pouch, which not only has the microphone in, but also spare adhesive as well as cable grips. To conclude, the Modmic is one of the most versatile products I've ever seen or used. The fact that your imagination is basically the limit here is refreshing. Thanks a lot for watching guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to subscribe.
The next is speakers and
Seen
speaker
a speaker
one.
that looks this good? I didn't think so. This speaker is the Moxo X1, and you've probably never heard of it. Having said that, it's kind of revolutionary. The speaker levitates. Now the thing actually costs just under $120, which is definitely not cheap, so we'll get on to how it sounds in just a minute. But it levitates. Now I know I've already made this pretty clear, but the speaker floats above the ground when in use, and it's kind of difficult to get over how cool that is. You really need to see it in person. The speaker itself is this little ball thing, and while it's all made out of plastic, it's very heavy, very well built, and looks awesome. Kind of reminiscent of the Death Star if you see where I'm coming from. The base, as you would expect for this kind of money, is also very well built. It's got an aluminium enclosure, and I don't think this is going to be breaking anytime soon. So let's take a little listen to the sound. Loud. The X1 will fill almost any reasonably sized room with some decent sounding tunes. Having said that though, it does lack a little bit of depth. There's not as much detail here as you would expect for the price you pay, clearly a lot of the money you're actually paying is going towards this levitation technology, as well as the awesome LEDs. And as you would expect from something so small, there's very little instrumental separation and soundstage here. In terms of setup, there's nothing fancy at all. You simply plug the bass in, hover the speaker over until the LEDs in the side stop blinking, and that'll show that it's in balance, and you simply let go and it floats. Connectivity is great. There's Bluetooth 4.1 and NFC and a range of about 15 meters. Now the Moxo works by using electromagnets, which means that even actually putting something between the bass and the speaker won't actually interrupt the flow. It's very, very cool to look at. If you turn the bass off, there'll be a brief pause and then the speaker will just fall to the bass. No harm done. What is really cool though is the levitation is so strong that you can simply grab the speaker and just spin it as fast as you want it. Unfortunately though, neither this, the awesome spherical design, or the levitation really adds anything to the sound. For a non-audiophile with a bit of spare cash, the Moxo X1 is a beautiful piece of tech. It could easily make the centerpiece of a room and literally gets jaw-dropping reactions. Oh yeah, and it also has up to 10 hours of continuous music playback, and the bass can also be used to charge your phone. I like it. Thanks for watching guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this video.
Speaker 2. Let's check it.
So guys, this is the mini rig, and coming in at £130 here in the UK, it's actually facing a lot of stiff competition. It's powered by a single 3-inch driver, which is large, and that's the thing which is responsible for the huge bass that this thing has to offer. So the build quality is really tough. I mean, this thing is definitely built for a sturdy environment. It's made of a single piece of anodized aluminium. So, I mean, you can obviously expect to be able to drop this and it to be able to survive. But I have to say, it definitely looks a bit bland. Even the multiple color options I don't think can save this one. So this is a really interesting speaker, not least because of its design. It houses a very significant battery, which the company claims can give you a whole weekend of use, and can also be used to charge your smartphone. And in my testing, to be fair, I found 30 hours of medium volume usage, which is far better than any speaker I've ever tried. The packaging was unique and also comes with a protective carrying case. Nice touch. Powered by Bluetooth 4.0 and aptX, you get some of the best signal on the market and a range of over 10 meters. You can even pair two and then get stereo sound. But this brings me onto one of the main problems with the device. It only produces mono audio, which won't make much of a difference in some settings, for example parties. But if you're gaming, for example, it's going to be huge. You won't be able to hear where footsteps are coming from or where guns have been shot, and it's not really going to help you at all. Whilst the speaker is pretty loud on its own, there's an option to turbocharge it, and with this setting it practically doubles in volume again. It's very loud, producing an unprecedented volume for its size. People will actually be blown away, and to be honest, there's pretty much no distortion too, so it's an absolute miracle they fit it into this body. Sound output is not only loud, but it lays hard on the bass, really thick and heavy. Now, the detail is good, but the bass can sometimes take over, especially with faster paced music. It's not the most detailed speaker for the price, but it's far from the least. So to be honest, everything points towards the mini rig being a great speaker for parties. Exactly the kind of environment where you don't need the finer details and the stereo effect, but for example, you really want a speaker that's got a really long battery life and is durable in case someone knocks it over, and is also loud enough to fill some of the largest rooms available. Thanks a lot for watching.